What is up, YouTube? Isaiah coming to you with another video, sitting in my car just talking. So in this video, I want to talk about some of the things I wish I would have done differently when I first started my pressure washing business. So this is really about, the mistakes I made early on, and the things I've obviously coming to learn and change, and basically the change I'm making in my business. But one of the biggest mistakes I made when I started this business was honestly thinking too small. That's one of the biggest factors when starting a business, is thinking too small. Too small. Go big. But no. So when I say my mistake with thinking too small was that when I started this business, obviously I put out a video in 2018, how to start a pressure washing business. And we're talking about the equipment you can start with, and you don't take a lot of things. And I still agree with that notion. Part of the problem for me was early on when I first started, 'cause I've been doing this, I forget how many years now, but anyway, when I first started, I was obviously like coming out of high school young, and I was just like basically starting it to make more money than I was basically making minimum wage, $7.50 an hour. I was like, all right, I can make more money doing this. Now what kept me small was that, okay, I started off with entry-level equipment, but the small part of me, the small thinking part, caused me to not reinvest that money I was making into expanding and growing my business. Basically, I would make money and just maintain whatever I was doing. So if I was, making $2,000 or $3,000 a month, I'll basically just be, just staying small, not upgrading the equipment, not, reinvesting into better marketing and advertising. And so as soon as I started making those changes, I started to grow. So that might be something for you. When you first start this business, do not think too small. If you think small, like playing a small game it's no point playing a small game. Some of you guys I know right now, you're only thinking to yourself, if I can start this business and make an extra $1,000 a month, I'll be happy. That's great and all, but you're gonna see that, like, by thinking small, you're actually gonna end up losing. You might as well, if you're gonna do this business, you might as well think big about what, and already have the end vision and think about what it can be. So start this business thinking about, okay, you know what? One day this business can be a, $15,000, $20,000, $40,000 a month per business. And if you go in initially thinking that way, everything you do is going to be towards growth instead of staying small. So that's my number one piece of advice. Think bigger when you start this business. Don't think small. Number two kind of coincides with that, is that by thinking small, one of the sub effects was not buying new equipment. So not investing in a bigger and better machine earlier. Another big mistake. I stayed with the small machine for too long. As soon as I got a bigger machine, a more reliable commercial duty machine, changed everything. Reliability is everything. You don't want to be stopping in the middle of appointments and having, because of equipment issues. So you want to buy reliable equipment, reinvest as soon as possible. All right, that's number two. Number three is not doing enough research and studying. Not actually paying attention to those people who have experience in the business already. So I didn't do that early on. So knowledge was a huge factor. And if I had studied, I would have had better pricing. So I would have made more money. I would have been upgrading my equipment. I would have known how to clean certain things better, so basically get better results for the customers. All those factors come into play with keeping yourself small. So that's three things already. Don't think small. Upgrade your equipment as soon as possible if you start off, with lesser equipment. 3, research, learn, and apply. Go out and do stuff. That's honestly the 3 biggest things. Get inside those Facebook groups and forums and learn the game. It took me a while when I first started, basically with no education, to even learn how to properly, what I should be using to actually even wash a house or clean concrete and certain things, get out rust stains. If you don't go educate yourself early on, you're gonna go to someone's house, they're gonna have a rust stain, and you can't get it out with SH or just your pressure washer, and you're gonna say, oh, you're gonna basically say it can't come out, because that's what everybody who doesn't know how to do something says. Oh, it can't be done. Oh, rust stains don't come out, which is not true, because it can. Or or those little kind of organic stains that happen from like trees, like you might have the leaf stains and all that, acorn stains. And if you don't know what you're doing, you're gonna say they don't come out, but they do come out. And by educating yourself, you get better results for the customers. So my biggest advice for those of you guys starting is constantly never stop learning. This is one of those businesses where you never know it all. You got to keep learning your whole lifetime in business and constantly making changes. I'm 4 years in, but I feel like I'm really just 1 year in because my earlier years, I was just thinking too small. So, and then I made a lot of mistakes. And I still make mistakes. So for me, I feel like even though I've been doing this for a while, I feel like I'm still a new business because I'm constantly learning, making changes. And honestly, if I could, I wish I could just start over, change the name, rebrand, do everything to have a fresh start and operate and start the business off on a solid foundation. And that's the biggest thing. So a lot of you guys, if you're on YouTube right now, you know, good job that you're searching videos. Don't just follow my channel. Check out other guys in the pressure washing industry. You're gonna get a lot more information from them and knowledge. But just continue to grow. Reinvest that money. And as you do reinvest the money into your business, you know, don't try to improve your lifestyle immediately. You know, even if you're making more money, don't try to, you know, go out and, you know, buy the toys immediately. Really focus in and hone in on growing your business, you know, and putting more money back into your business. Because if you basically, it's like right now, your pie is small. It's too small. You have a small pie, and instead of like baking more or, you know, adding more to it, you're eating it up and it's gonna go quickly. So like if your only goal right now is to make $1,000 per month business, really you're gonna make less than $1,000 because there's other expenses that go into play. So you might as well aim for something bigger. Because literally as soon as I shifted and like upgraded my equipment, even raised my prices a little bit, because one of my problems still is that I still feel like I still at times find myself like underselling myself. And I make a decent amount of money, but I still like, I'm still underselling myself. So pricing is a huge factor. You know, learn the proper amount to charge. And every market is different. It's kind of funny. Today on Facebook, I'm in a Facebook group, and a guy posted a picture of an 850 square feet home. And he said he got $362 for it. And I was just like, dang, I would never get that in my market. And that's literally like, it was a small house for him. And I knew immediately, I was like, this took you no more than 25, 30 minutes. Because that's what it would have taken me, $362 in 25 minutes. That's really good money. Can't complain about that. But I was like, I would never get that in my market. And is that a fact, or is it just that I'm underselling myself? I don't know. I feel like it's a little bit of both because, you know, competition plays a part into pricing and all that stuff. But anyway, guys, those are my top tips when it comes to your business. Go big. Mindset is huge. It's going to play it's the number one factor in whether you grow in anything is your mindset. Number 2, upgrade that equipment. That way you're going to be more profitable because you're going to be able to get things done faster. You know, more efficient, more reliable. Number 3 is to continue to learn. Never stop learning. You know, look up the right chemicals, look up systems in your business, you know, and just think in the way of a bigger mindset, bigger business, and just continue to grow. And these are things basically I'm saying to myself because I have changes I need to make and things I need to get better at. But those are my top 3 tips, guys. And I think, you know, if you apply just those 3 things in the video, you'll be better off than most guys, you know, that are in business. Is if you apply those 3 things, you will grow, I guarantee you. All right, guys, stick with me. Be sure to, you know, to like this video and subscribe. And, you know, let me know what else content you guys want, what else you want me to talk about. Like I said, more videos around entrepreneurship will be coming. So this channel will not strictly focus on pressure washing. I like entrepreneurship. I like different business models. So I will not be just talking about pressure washing. And also creating some great resources for you guys. So definitely stick around, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.